Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
Going dark. Stellantis workers get an update on their future just hours before the plant is set to go idle.
Plus, a Rockford alderman passes away.
And preparing for the worst as pandemic-era emergency funds for millions who use SNAP end tomorrow. Good evening. I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Eric Wilson.
More than 1,300 workers will go to work tomorrow for the last time at the Belvidere Assembly Plant.
The company is idling the plant tomorrow. This morning, the local union shared Stellantis is offering 3 options for those workers. $50,000 for a retirement incentive for all employees who are eligible. Anyone with less than 2 years to retirement will be offered a grow-in, or any eligible employees will be offered an enhanced voluntary termination of employment plan. The plant has been around since the 1960s. At its peak in the 80s, 4,000 people worked for Chrysler. Stellantis was formed in 2021 when Fiat Chrysler finalized a merger with French automaker Peugeot. As cutbacks continued over the last decade, shifts went from 3 down to just 1. Local organizations are working to help employees, not just from Stellantis, but all of the suppliers that also closed find new opportunities. There's a hiring event March 9th at the United Auto Workers Hall.
Rockford alderman Tuffy Quinonez has died. Quinonez had been hospitalized since Tuesday after suffering a stroke. He was first elected to his seat in 2017. We just talked to Quinonez earlier this month for a story on a new grocery store opening on Broadway. He told us he was excited that businesses were investing in that area. Rockford Mayor Tom McNamara issued a statement saying, quote, Tuffy was a proud veteran, successful businessman, and dedicated community servant. He was also a strong advocate for small businesses and the revitalization of the Broadway Business District. I'm saddened by his passing. I join his family, friends, and constituents who are mourning this tremendous loss to our community. Tuffy Quinonez was 76.
A 16-year-old is recovering after someone shot him over the weekend in Rockford. Police were called to Bruce Street near Ridge Avenue around 1 Sunday morning. They found the teen hit in the hand. Police claim neither he nor anyone else inside the house was cooperating with the investigation. The teen was taken to the hospital. He is expected to be okay. No word yet on if anyone's been arrested after weekend violence at a Machesney Park bar. Around 1 Sunday morning, Winnebago County deputies were called to Onyx Bar and Grill for several people shot. Deputies say there was some sort of dispute at the bar on 173. Someone started firing a gun. 4 people were hit. All were taken to the hospital. 1 has serious injuries. If you have any information that could help in the investigation, call the sheriff's office or Crime Stoppers.
3 people are charged with stealing from a dead person in Janesville. Police were originally called to a home on Center Avenue Saturday afternoon for a report of a deceased individual. But police figured out the person had actually been found hours before by an acquaintance. And instead of reporting it to police, they say the person invited others to the house. A shotgun, jewelry, 2 televisions and other things were taken. 41-year-old Tricia Moen, 33-year-old Al Atkins, and 25-year-old Timothy Tustin were all arrested. Police were able to find some of the stolen items, but not everything. They believe others could be involved.
Extra benefits from the National Food Assistance Program known as SNAP end in a few days.
Millions of families will have to adjust as of Wednesday. Jess Lipson spoke to a local man who relies on the help. And Jess, what did he have to say?
Eric and Mimi, many are worried about what they'll do next, especially with food prices high as ever. The combination has already led to an increased number of visitors to the local food pantry.
I have health issues, and the decrease would affect the family live with.
John Kazart, like so many, will see a decrease in SNAP benefits starting Wednesday.
They told me I had to maintain a healthy weight in order not to be back in the hospital. So I need the extra link to, survive. Plus 2 little kids. So yeah, it's really hard.
The extra benefits started with the pandemic hit to supplement the millions who were out of a job. Each person on the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program will see a decrease between $95 to $250 per month. Add in rising inflation and a shortage of many popular foods, and this could be disastrous for millions.
Eggs have gone up to 7, sometimes 7, now back down a little bit. But food prices are not decreasing. they're still rising. And so to do this at this time, to decrease those SNAP benefits, is going to hurt a lot of families.
Food pantries like the Rockford Valley Pantry are expecting more people to turn to them for help. Even before this announcement, Leslie Verisco tells me they already had an increase of hundreds of people needing their help in the last year.
Well, it has a huge effect on the pantry because we have almost doubled in clients. People are not only receiving less help, now they're getting their SNAP benefits cut, and it's going to be a real hardship for them. So we want to make sure that we're here for them.
The Rockford Valley Pantry also offers non-food items and pet needs. For more information on how to donate or get involved, visit mystateline.com. Guys.
All right, thanks, Jess. The Department of Energy is now saying COVID most likely came from an unintended lab leak in China. That's the finding in a classified intelligence report first uncovered by the Wall Street Journal. Officials tell the Journal that new intelligence, further studies, and expert insight prompted the Energy Department to update its assessment. U.S. intelligence agencies have reached different conclusions about whether the pandemic was caused by a lab leak or developed naturally from animals. Lack of cooperation from Chinese officials has also hindered investigations. The COVID-19 pandemic continues to impact the restaurant industry.
New data show there are about 631,000 restaurants in the United States, but that's down more than 72,000 from 2019. With inflation high, consumers are choosing to make food at home instead of eating out. Restaurants are also being hit hard with rent increases and the prices of ingredients climbing. On top of that, restaurants struggle to find workers. The U.S. Treasury Secretary visits Ukraine and meets with the Ukrainian president.
This comes as the U.S. continues to worry about China's influence on the war. Basil John reports from Washington, D.C.
The secretary expressed that the United States will stand with Ukraine for as long as it takes to fend off Russia. Just a week after President Biden's surprise trip to Kyiv, U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen arrived in Ukraine for talks with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky.
America will stand with Ukraine for as long as it takes.
Yellen talked money, announcing additional funding, a down payment of $1.2 billion. It's the first installment of nearly $10 billion promised by the U.S. to support the Ukraine military and the Ukrainian economy.
Effective military resistance on the front lines of this fight requires a functioning economy and government and continued essential public services.
The U.S. has already provided $50 billion in security and economic and humanitarian assistance.
Thanks so much. We are happy that you are with us.
U.S. officials are worried that China may be preparing to join the other side. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby says the Biden administration hopes Chinese leaders choose not to supply weapons and ammunition to Russia.
We don't believe that it is in the Chinese best interest.
China has proposed a ceasefire and accuses the U.S. of prolonging the war. President Joe Biden told ABC News over the weekend that China should butt out.
So the idea that China is going to be negotiating the outcome of a war that's a totally unjust war for Ukraine is just not rational.
The U.S. is immediately focused on providing tanks to Ukraine for its war and is not looking at F-16 fighter jets just yet. Reporting in Washington, I'm Basil John.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
The heavy rainfall we had from earlier today coming to an end now that the wind is starting to pick up, gusting in at around 30 to 35 miles per hour. All of this coming in around an area of low pressure that continues to work to the east of us. Numerous heavy rain reports extending from far northern Illinois back up into Wisconsin, out through Iowa. Severe weather to the east and to the south. In fact, several tornadoes reported very early this morning as that system worked through. We were on the colder side, so to speak, with that, so no threat for severe weather, but we did get some heavy rainfall, up over 1.5 inches here in Rockford, 1.3 inches in Freeport. I know some folks have been saying, got some water in my basement, some of the creeks and streams close by, those are at bank full. And yeah, with a lot of the rainfall that we had here just from this morning and the recent snow melt, and our ground still fairly saturated with moisture, it's no wonder that a lot of that rain really didn't soak in, but rather kind of stood and filled up in some of the ditches and in the fields. So we've got a lot of standing water out there. An inch of rainfall here. Our weather watcher Sandy in the Kirkland-Fairdale area. Current temperature now sits at about 40 degrees. Just to the north of her place, she says, had some friends had about 1.3 inches of rain, 2.6 for our weather watcher Mike in Forston. Has a lot of standing water down there in northern Ogle County. And as a result of that, we do have some flood watches for a portion of the Pecatonica River from Pecatonica up through Sherland, the Sugar River down from Broadhead into northwest Winnebago County, and a portion here of the Rock River north of Rockford, getting up across northern portions of Winnebago County. Reason being, we're likely going to see those kind of go up here over the next couple of days. So if you do live along the river, what happens, you get the water that comes down. It kind of runs off into some of the creeks and streams. Then the creeks and streams, while they fill up, then those run into some of the local rivers. So it takes some time before that water rises in those rivers. So just expect that here as we go through these next couple of days. With that coming in, I mentioned some of the impacts on the rivers. We had record rainfall, actually, a daily record set, 1.54 inches of rain here in Rockford. Our previous record for today, 1.3, that set back in 1948. This pushes our monthly rainfall for February up to 3.77 inches. This is actually the second wettest February on record that we've had. Good news, we do start to dry things out. Bad news, we've got the wind to go along with it. Feels a little cool out there as those winds now gusting in a couple of spots, 30 to 35 miles per hour. 37 our temperature in Galena, 39 in Freeport, 40 right now in Rockford, 41 in Rochelle, but that wind chill number going down just a bit. We'll keep that cloud cover around here as we go through the night tonight. We may be able to see a little sunshine as we go through the day tomorrow, but another weak system passing through. This one will bring us some light rain, maybe about 1/10 of an inch or so after about 9-10 o'clock Tuesday night. On the north fringe of that, you may get a little bit of a mix associated with it, but again, accumulations expected to stay minimal with that. We'll dry things out going into Wednesday. Temperatures will warm back up close to 50 degrees. Now, with our temperature tonight, guys, dropping down to 30 and that residual moisture, anything that isn't evaporated away with the wind here this evening could refreeze, so icy spots are possible tomorrow morning, so keep an eye out for that. 51 on Wednesday, and then watching this system for Friday.
Now sports with sports director Scott Lever.
There is one high school girls basketball team in the state line still competing in the IHSA state tournament, and that team is the Byron Lady Tigers, and they hope to keep playing deep into this week. Tonight they will play for a trip to state when they compete for a 2A Super Sectional Championship at Elgin Community College. Their opponent will be DePaul College Prep. The Rams will come in with a record of 25-6. They have blown out all 4 of their postseason opponents so far. Byron has done the same to its 4 postseason opponents. Byron goes into the game with a record of 32-2. The last time a Byron girls basketball team reached state was in 2017 when the Lady Tigers won the second of their back-to-back state championships. At East High School today, students and faculty gathered in the gymnasium to honor the school's latest state champion. Swimmer Camden Taylor won the 100 freestyle in a state record time this past Saturday in Westmont. He is the first East swimmer to win a state championship in 59 years. Taylor also finished second in state in the 200 freestyle. He swam the 5th fastest time in state history in that event. I asked him today if his accomplishments Saturday have sunk in yet.
Yeah, it's definitely sunken in. It's just, I never really thought this would happen, but now I did it and it just feels surreal.
Did you feel like you swam a perfect race, that 100 freestyle?
It was almost perfect, but definitely still good.
As you can imagine, Taylor is drawing interest from major colleges across the country, including Tennessee and USC. Former Byron golf coach, the late Mark Cameron, is being remembered and honored by the Illinois Coaches Association's golf coaches. He's been selected for induction into their Hall of Fame. Cameron coached Byron golf teams for 15 seasons until retiring in 2012. His teams won 9 Big Northern Conference championships. He had 9 teams go to state. His 2007 team won the state championship. Cameron passed away in 2018 after battling cancer. The Blackhawks keep dealing with the NHL trade deadline coming up on Friday. Today, they dealt Sam Lafferty and Jake McCabe plus 2 fifth-round draft picks to the Maple Leafs. In return, they get forwards Joey Anderson and Pavel Govalov and conditional first- and second-round draft picks. Neither of those picks is for this year. If you believe ESPN's Adam Schefter, the Bears won't be drafting first in April's NFL draft. Schefter says the Bears are leaning toward trading that first pick and moving down a few spots in the first round. Says the Bears have been approached by multiple teams about that number 1 pick.
Heavy rain today made kind of a gloomy start to the week, but it's better than the ice we had last week.
Yeah, anything
way
is better
than last week's storm.
Yeah, and it was nice to finally have folks over the last couple of days get their power restored, and then we had some heavy rainfall to follow that. Things are going to dry out here for the next couple of days. We do have a chance for a few light showers tomorrow, late evening, overnight. Nothing kind of what we saw here early this morning. The First Warn Interactive Radar on mystateline.com and brought to us by Rockford Auto Glass and More. Temperatures tonight down to 30. Any residual moisture that we have out there tomorrow with that temperature below freezing could refreeze, so black ice possible in some spots tomorrow. 48 for the afternoon, 51 on Wednesday, 30s through the end of the week.
All right, thanks, Candace.
And thank you for spending some time with us. Stay safe.